complex impedance and reactance. What is complex impedance? An element in DC circuit can be described using only resistance. So in DC circuit we take only resistance. For example, the resistance of a capacitor in a DC circuit is regarded as an open connection. That is, the resistance is infinity. For DC, the resistance of capacitor is infinity. That means there is no resistance effect in DC. There is no resistance effect for a capacitor. The resistance of an inductor in a DC circuit is regarded as a short connection. That means zero resistance. If you allow DC to pass through a inductor, then it offers no resistance, or the resistance of the inductor is equal to 0. On the other hand, if you allow AC to pass through these elements, then the opposition offered by the elements to the AC, it is called the impedance. That means in AC circuits, an element can be described using impedance. Impedance of an element is a measure of how much the element opposes current flow when an AC voltage is applied across it. When an AC voltage is applied across the element, then how much opposition the element gives, that will be the impedance of that element. It is basically a voltage to current ratio, and it is expressed in the frequency domain. Basically, we take the frequency of the source to express the voltage to current ratio. While you take the voltage to current ratio, you should consider the frequency of that source. Impedance is a complex number, and we use the symbol Z. For impedance, we use the symbol Z, which is generally called complex impedance, and it is a complex number. Z is basically equal to R plus Jx. Complex impedance is equal to resistance. R is called the resistance and X is called the reactance, and J is a complex number. That is the imaginary part of the complex number. R is the real part of the complex number, and this is called the imaginary part of the complex number. R is always positive. Imagine, you just remember, R is always positive. This real part is always positive. That is, the resistance is always positive. But X, which is called the reactance, it is either positive or negative. Resistance in a circuit dissipates power as heat. When you think about resistance, talk about resistance, that means it dissipates power in terms of heat. But reactance in a circuit stores energy in the form of electric or magnetic field. When you talk about reactance, means it stores energy, the element stores energy in the form of electric or magnetic field. What is the impedance of a resistor? The impedance of a resistor generally denoted by ZR, which is equal to R. That means ZR, the impedance of the resistor, is equal to resistance. Because in resistors, no energy is stored. The resistor stored no energy. When voltage is applied across the resistor, the current flowing through the resistor will be in phase with the voltage. So if you plot a graph taking time along x-axis or omega t along x-axis and current as well as voltage along y-axis, then you will see the nature of the graph will be like this between voltage and current. When a voltage is applied across the resistor, the current flowing through the resistor will be in phase. You see, the starting point of current and starting point of voltage are the same. So voltage and current are in the same phase, and we apply the formula V equal to IR or I equal to V by R. Since voltage is higher than current, so voltage peak will remain above the current peak. What is impedance of a capacitor? We know capacitor is used to temporarily store energy in the form of electric field. If you plot a graph taking time along x-axis and voltage or current along y-axis, then the shape of the graph for current and voltage will be like this. Voltage, you see the voltage lag current by 90 degree. The current starts when the current starts from here at time t equal to 0, the voltage starts from here. That means the voltage lag current by 90 degree or current lead the capacitor voltage by 90 degree. The impedance of the capacitor ZC, we represent it ZC, that is equal to minus J into 1 by omega C. Omega is called the angular frequency, and F is called the linear frequency because omega is equal to twice pi F, and C is called the capacitance of the capacitor. And remember, resistance of an ideal capacitor is 0. That is zero resistance effect. For a capacitor, there is no resistance, and the reactance of an ideal capacitor and therefore its impedance is negative for all frequency and for the all capacitance value. For all value of C and for all value of omega, the reactance is negative, remember, and the effective impedance, that is the absolute value of a capacitor, is dependent on its frequency, and for ideal capacitors always decreases with frequency. When frequency increases, the effective impedance decreases. Then what is impedance of an inductor? Inductors are basically, they are used to temporarily store electrical energy in the form of magnetic field, and the current lag voltage by 90 degree. If you plot a graph taking time along x-axis and current and voltage along y-axis, you will see that the current lag voltage by 90 degree. The voltage starts from here, but the current starts from here. And the impedance of the inductor basically denoted by ZL, that is equal to J omega L. Omega is called the angular frequency, and here L is called the inductance of the inductor, and omega is the angular frequency, and omega is equal to twice pi F. And resistance of an inductor is 0. Remember, the resistance of an ideal inductor, it is 0, and the reactance of an ideal inductor, and therefore its impedance is positive. The impedance of capacitor is negative, but the impedance of inductor is positive for all values of frequency and for all inductance value. For all values of L and for all values of omega, ZL is positive. And remember, the effective impedance, that is the absolute value of an inductor, is dependent of the frequency. It depends upon the frequency, and for ideal inductors, it is always increase with frequency. The effective impedance for ideal inductor, it always increases with frequency. That is why when you talk about the impedance, it means impedance of the basically capacitor and impedance of the inductor. And for resistance, basically there is no impedance, and as you have discussed, for capacitor it depends upon frequency, and for inductor also it depends upon frequency. So the impedance, it depends upon the it is called or it is expressed in frequency domain. It is basically a voltage to current ratio expressed in the frequency domain. And why it is called complex impedance? Because of it is a complex number. And remember, for resistance, there is no complex part, there is only real part. And for inductor and the capacitor, you have the complex part. So when we talk about complex impedance in AC, means it is the reactance offered by the inductor and the reactance offered by the capacitor. Thank you.